In the third lesson, I'd like to share with you for Grammar Day passive voices when to use passive voice. Now, I've done my research and I found that there are 8 reasons why or reasons when we use passive voice. And I'd like to do a countdown for you. So the number 8 reason, for lab reports or scientific research papers. So we don't do that too often, but passive voice can be used in there, such as the sodium hydroxide was dissolved in water. Well, of course, the researcher is the one who did it, but yet in the scientific writing, you need to be able to write it in passive voice. The sodium hydroxide was dissolved in water. Now, the number 7 is in news reports and to give instructions, such as 5 people were arrested for bank robbery. Well, of course, the police arrested them, but the focus is on that there were 5 people and they were arrested. There's the focus. The number 6 reason why we use it is to describe factual information, such as a process. The lasagna was baked in the oven. Of course, the chef baked it, but yet the focus is on the lasagna and it was baked in the oven. Now, the number 5 reason of when to use passive voice. When people in general are the agents. When it's just people in general. So, all records can be viewed in the office. Well, that means you, me, anybody, everybody can go and view these records. So, the focus is on the records. All records can be viewed in the office. The number 4 for when we can use it. The agent or the subject has already been mentioned. See, I even used a passive voice there. So, new laws will be introduced. Well, it'd be understood that it's already been mentioned that the lawmakers will be making the new laws, but the focus is that new laws will be introduced. Now, for the third one of when we use it. When it is not important to know who is the agent or the subject. Sometimes it's just not important. So, do you want a lift? No, thanks. I've already been offered a ride. Doesn't matter who offered it to me. That person doesn't even need to know. But do you want a lift? No, thanks. I've already been offered a ride. Okay, now we're getting down to the 2. They are the most common reasons why and reasons when we use it. When it is obvious who is the agent or the subject, for when it's obvious. I was advised to exercise every day. I was advised to exercise every day. Well, it's obvious my doctor told me that. But the point is, I was advised. I'm receiving that information. Now, the number 1 situation for when we use it, passive voices, we don't know who is the agent or the subject, such as, our car was broken into last week. Our car was broken into last week. The focus is on that our car was broken into. Well, I know the thieves broke into it, but I don't know who those thieves were. So I don't know who they are. So therefore, the focus is on here. So the number 1 reason is when you don't know who is the person causing that problem.